So there we were a couple days ago. I got a phone call, the help desk, having trouble with the Wi-Fi connection. Down this name on YouTube. I go look at the access point, and I'm able to connect to it with some computers, not others. And I figure out it has to do with DHCP, getting an IP address. Well, trying to diagnose this is not going anywhere because it's kind of random which computers can connect and which ones can't. So I start testing the line and finding out that the line's a little iffy. And I'm tracking two different lines and I'm trying to figure out where this line goes because it goes across the long hall between, we have two sections of our building. We have a line that goes across those two sections of the building. We have multiple lines. So I'm trying to figure out which one of these lines it is and where it goes on the other side. And it turns out the only person who knows where all these lines go is the CEO of the company. He ran the lines. Fortunately, we have some testers to A, help us figure out if the line's good, B, help us find out which line it is up in the ceiling. But if there's three of us, we have the CEO with us telling us where the lines go. So here we are with ladders, poking holes in the ceiling, looking around, shining flashlights. Got a tester to try to tell us which one of the wires we're looking at is the one we're actually trying to track down. Got endpoint connectors trying to tell us, well, what shapes the wire in, is it giving us the right order of lights and all that kind of stuff. Is all the lines hooked up right? Turns out from where the access point's plugged in onward is broken completely. It just doesn't work. And from that point back is, well, let's just say weak. I was out sick yesterday. We tracked this down from that access point all the way back to the place where the internet service provider comes into the building. And we were able to basically bypass it because really we don't need that hookup anymore. So we're just like, we really just need one hookup. So we track this all the way back to the beginning of our network and fix it. A couple days later, remember the same line's still up in the ceiling. Now it's a couple days later and I start getting phone calls. People are having trouble with that line again. So the first thing I do is I walk over there and this access point's where all the uppity ups are. So their Wi-Fi is going down. All the people who, the movers and shakers of the company, they're the ones their Wi-Fi is going down. So what do? I move the access point across the hall because that's a different wire coming from across the hall. That long run, and now this is running directly off that other wire. It's not short sheeted anymore. And we're dodging the one in the ceiling. So now I get to find out, well, is that really the problem or was it the access point the whole time? I'll find out tomorrow, next day. And this is how it goes in IT. You don't always have the answers. There's quite a bit of trial and error going on. We're guessing sometimes, but it's an educated guess. I know the Wi-Fi is what people are complaining about. And on that run, the only thing that really people would notice is the Wi-Fi. The printers have static IPs. They don't have to go back to the system and get a real IP every time. But people who connect wirelessly do have to go get an IP every time. They're the ones who have the problem. That's just a weak line. I don't know how else to say it. Wish me luck.